Start your day just right. Welcome to Mornings Together with Rob, Mon, and Bernie.
Well, good morning, everybody, and
Hello.
welcome to Mornings Together. It is great to have you on this Thursday morning, the 29th of October.
Yep.
It is episode 88, which for all you anime fans out there, episode 88 in Dragon Ball Z was when Goku and Vegeta fused for the very first time. Very, very big
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
It was a huge episode.
Okay.
You have to believe me about it. Good
You
morning,
gotta be
producer
into
Logan.
the
How are you?
anime.
Good today. Yep.
Good. Only good today.
I'm good all the time.
Yes, that's what
You
I thought.
are,
You're
Logan.
like,
Hey.
which means
Hey.
you're good
all the time. How
all
you
the
do
time.
it? How you do
Hey,
it?
all the time. Mon, yourself?
I'm
you
doing
want-
good.
you
I'm
doing good?
excited for today's show.
I'm
It's
excited for
great.
today's show. Now, you may have noticed we're missing a few friends around the
We
table.
are.
So, what's going on with
Yeah.
that?
What's happening, Bernie?
So,
Tell
you
us.
might have seen in our post. Hey, let's say good morning to Georgia first before we
Hey,
throw it
Georgie.
across. Morning, Georgia. Great to have you.
Yeah.
I've also noticed we've got a bit of duct tape on the table. That's very unprofessional, but that's all right. We're not the.
Should I sneaky move
You can
it?
try and sneaky move it.
Okay.
But you may have noticed that, Flavor Rob's not around the table, and also
Yeah.
our guest Lex Mawson's not on the table as
Where
well.
are they?
Well, today is the Feels Thursday.
That's right.
Feels Thursday, and what we typically do on Thursday is we have a bit of an interview, a bit of a
That's right.
guest, and we do have that today. But we're starting off with something rather special.
For sure.
We're doing the very first live cross for Mornings Together.
I know. This is so exciting.
So we're going to live cross now to Flavor Rob, who's in the kitchen with our guest today.
Yeah, Flavor.
Hey.
Woohoo.
Morena Rob,
We're
how
here.
are you?
Very
Hey.
good. We have Lex here, and he
Yeah,
is
Lex.
underway. He's cooking us something special. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see what he's doing. Oh, look, there we go.
There we go.
There we go. Spam.
Yep.
Okay. We're hitting with spam. Let me just turn this around.
Yeah, there he
Yep.
is. Yeah.
And so we're getting something cooked up for us. As you can see,
He's making
Lex
some
is
hash
underway.
and
He's frying some
spam.
cheese. We've got
Frying some
spam. And we're going to be coming right upstairs real soon. It looks good.
It looks
Now,
so
do you
good.
have
I'm
any-
so excited. So, for those who are not aware, so Lex is Burgers by Lex. So amazing burgers. We had him
They're on you.
at BBC a while ago making some burgers for all the staff, and he's cooking up a
It
storm
was
down there.
phenomenal. Yeah.
They're talking.
So,
Yep. Ask
so
a
Rob's-
question. Sorry.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So Rob, what is he whipping up in particular?
He's whipping up for us some spam. You can tell us, Lex. Why don't you tell us what you're whipping up?
We got a little brioche bun. We're
Brioche.
going to put on some
Brioche bun.
mayo that was spiked with this Uncle Dunkel's hot sauce.
Oh,
On
yeah.
Coromandel
Ooh.
is my favorite right now.
So
We've
good.
got some house-made kimchi.
Kimchi. Stop
Kimchi.
it.
That
Come
can
on.
go on there. On
Oh.
top of the spam, and then we've got these lovely, check this out, coming close.
Coming close. Look at that.
Like little
Look
cheese.
at that little cheesy
Ooh,
goodness.
look at that.
Got another one
Cheesy
here.
disc. He's underway. So we'll be coming upstairs real soon with some good tucker to share
Oh,
with y'all.
We
This
are
is
so
like a gourmet spam.
the woohoo only kind of barely captures our excitement about this.
I know.
All right, well, we'll let you guys keep going, and we'll see
Excellent.
you upstairs soon. I'm very excited to try
Real
this.
soon.
It's going to be so good. All right, cheers, Rob. Oh, how exciting is
so
that?
Cool. I know.
Exciting.
I feel like we've arrived at this point where
We're on location, man.
we're a morning show
That's
now.
right.
We're
It can't
probably.
be a morning show without cooking.
I know, right?
I know.
Be-
It's so much
I
fun.
know we've had flavor tips this entire time,
Yeah.
but now we actually get to have a live thing going on. How wild is that?
I know. That is so cool.
So Lex and Rob will be joining us in a little bit. They're going to finish up downstairs and come on up,
Yeah.
which is very exciting. And so we're having live Flavor Rob today.
I know. This is so.
You ain't gonna understand
Yeah,
this
come on.
flavor.
Not only do we get to lunch, but we get to eat.
We get to eat. So it's gonna be interesting. We're going to be eating
I
and trying
know.
to work at
Work
the same
at the
time.
same time, but that is so cool.
But that is all right. So yeah, Lex is an incredible chef.
Yeah.
With the whole burger and long bun department of things.
Absolutely.
Like I said, we had him here about a month ago
Oh,
for
a while
staff
ago.
lunch,
Yeah, a
and
while
the
ago.
burgers were divine. And then that week, I think I ate about 4 more of
Yeah.
the burgers.
No. Honestly, we were all like, "Oh my gosh, this is so good."
So today we're going to be talking to him about, how we got into that, but also what we can do to, because there's this conversation going on right now about buy local, support
Yeah.
local. And here's Lex. He's a guy from Papamoa, out where I live.
Yeah,
And, he's doing this. And so
Yeah.
how can we support other people doing local things as well?
absolutely. I love
'Cause
that.
We're in a situation where we need to.
Yep,
With
for
the
sure.
craziness that's going on in the world. So we're going to be talking about that a bit later on. But before we do that, we have our catch-up question, and there's a new jingle for the catch-up question. Are you guys ready for this?
Bernie's on fire.
I made this on Tuesday. You ready? Hopefully I press the right button.
Yeah.
Catch-up question. Come on.
Cool.
I think it's got the right vibe for this whole
Oh
thing.
man, I
Yeah.
love the funk.
Do you know what this?
This is cool.
You know what vibe I get from this?
What do you get?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Gold. Oh, yeah. I wanted him to be the guy to do it,
Yeah.
but unfortunately his agent said he was unavailable. So we'll try again next time. But yeah, so the catch-up question. One more time, eh?
Yeah, right. Oh.
Catch-up question.
So cool.
Yeah. All right. So today's catch-up question. Producer Logan's already told me this is the easiest question I've ever asked on the show. George has asked a very good question. Am I procrastinating my studies?
Oh, 100%.
If you were here on Tuesday, I made it in the 5 minutes before we actually
Yeah.
did the show. Same with the instant reaction one. So semi procrastination.
That's right. No, he's very diligent. Yeah.
Kind of. But yeah, producer Logan says this is the easiest question I've ever asked. So we're going to start with producer Logan, and the question is: if tomorrow you could wake up and have any job apart from the one you currently have, what job would you choose and why? Producer Logan.
Astronaut, because astronauts.
But are,
Let's go to space.
but are astronauts doing anything at the moment?
Yes, they're doing a lot actually.
Give us
They're
an
doing
update.
a lot of science.
Yeah, there's been a lot of science on the news. Yeah.
So currently there's 3 astronauts on the International Space Station. 3 just arrived back on Earth this week, and there's 4 more launching from the US in 2 weeks.
All right, so they actually are doing stuff.
Oh, they are. They're trying to make a station, build a station on the moon. The possibilities of that.
Wow.
That's also
Yeah,
that's a
'cause
long
there's
term.
water. There's water.
You know what?
Underneath. Yeah.
Shall
so
I
it's
give
like-
you weekly space news?
I think so. I think we need a weekly space update
Oh,
from
that would
producer
be
Logan.
so cool.
Okay.
See, we've got 12 episodes left. I think we need 12 updates about space.
Yeah. And why they're excited about the water. Did you know this, Logan?
I did, yeah.
Water on the moon. Tell us why
Yeah.
they're excited about that. The possibility of water on the moon.
I thought there was going to be cheese on the moon.
So what they've discovered is they've confirmed water on the moon and not just on the poles.
Yep.
So they suspect that it's on the poles because there's no sunlight there, but they've confirmed that there's water in sunlit regions of the moon, which is a really cool thing because moon's important on the moon for like breathing and growing stuff, but also for making fuel.
Yeah.
Now,
And
another thing I heard that you need to confirm or deny, Logan, is that I heard the International Space Station doesn't smell very good if you're inside.
Some parts no, because it's like filled with like food particles over like 20 years.
All right, we'll leave it at that. We'll
yeah,
move
we'll
on.
leave it. We'll
Sorry.
move there.
Sorry,
Yeah.
but yeah, space news with Logan.
Yeah.
We might need a new jingle.
I love it.
That or I'll
Yeah.
just play
Yeah,
fireworks.
come on, give us
Uh,
some NASA facts.
Monica,
Yes.
if you could wake up tomorrow and have any job,
Okay.
apart from you can't have the one you already have,
No, which I love.
which you
yeah.
like, yes,
Yeah.
of course, that's the given. We love our jobs.
We love our jobs. Yeah. If I could have any job, it would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is really hard because there's so many cool jobs. But man, I would love to be a travel blogger.
Yeah.
It would be so much fun to travel the world, blog about what you've seen, and just you get to stay like accommodation free because they want a good thing, or a food blogger. It's like, come on, those are really cool jobs. Yeah.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, I'd love to be a Lego master builder.
Yeah.
Just
you
my
would.
days are filled with crafting Lego things.
Why there's no other job for you except
I
that
know,
would be
I know,
amazing.
right? Bernie would like you to make this. Sure, give me 3 weeks. And I'll work
100%,
away on
yeah.
this. It'd be so good.
Yeah, I know. I used to think early on, living in Orange County, which is Disneyland.
Mhm.
You would go to Disneyland and go, wouldn't it be great to be one of the princesses all day?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or be in the parade. And I had friends who used to work at Disneyland. And it was just like the coolest job,
Yeah.
too. So yeah,
We've
there you
got
go.
people who actually associate with BBC who have done that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right.
You
Yeah.
have, yes. Apparently, it's wild times.
Yeah.
John Douglas has left a comment this morning. He goes, some food, and here I am eating microwave leftovers. Just rescued from the cat while I'm answering a phone call. Lovingly yours, JD. I love a little bit of an insight to JD's life this morning. It's
I
good.
love JD. Yeah. So cool.
So one new comment this morning. If you would wake up tomorrow and you could have any job
Yeah.
in the world, what would it be and why? Keen to hear what you would say. It doesn't mean that the current job you currently have is no good. It just means, there's always that other one you'd be like, oh, if I wasn't doing this, it'd be kind of cool to do
It'd be
that.
kind of cool to do that. Yeah.
So let us know in the comment section what those would be. And so while you're commenting that, let me run through a few bits of housekeeping. So we have, by the way, we got to get the ticker going. There you go.
There you
Because
go.
today's the Feels
It's
Thursday.
the
That's right.
Feels Thursday.
Thanks again to my friend Stephen Bradley for that.
I know. I love it. I love all
I
these
keep trying to get
videos.
him on the show, but it's not.
No, not happening.
Anywho, some housekeeping. So if you have any stories or thoughts or feelings or pictures about anything, actually anything at all, maybe you've got some space facts as well for producer Logan, fire them through to stories at bethlehem.org.nz.
Yep.
We do have 12 episodes left, so this is a chance to, what do you want for us to do in the last 12?
Yeah, come on.
We
bring it
are
on.
thinking, with episode 90 just around the corner, like it's next Thursday. It'd be good to have some fan favorites on.
Yeah.
But if we can't do that, we'll do whatever you want. Maybe we'll do another expose on the three of us, the three amigos. Find out
That's
anything you
right.
want to know. Who knows what we'll do? But we are thinking for episode 100, we'll do some kind of like send-off brunch thing.
I think that'd be awesome.
So flick us an email if you want to come along, and we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Or just come. There's no security here. You could come right now, actually, if you wanted to. We're just upstairs in the old toddler room at BBC. So you can follow us on social media at Beth Church. Lots of cool stuff going on. I see that the team were doing a lot of first aid yesterday.
Yeah, they were all at the first aid course.
What's just
I
arrived?
know.
Incoming.
Come on. We've got some food in the building.
We got some food in the building.
What?
I know you love spam.
Oh, is that for me,
Look
Lex?
at that.
Oh, my word.
All right, there it is.
You got
Look
everything in here,
at
man.
that.
Have
Oh
these
my
earplugs been
goodness.
washed?
Look at
Probably
that.
not.
Who's wax?
Mine, so it's all right. So it actually goes over the ear and then in.
That burger
Yeah,
looks
yeah, yeah.
amazing. Good job, Flava. You're going to cut them all in half. So we can all have some.
I'll let Lex explain
Yeah.
what's going on.
Okay,
All right,
yeah.
so just quickly
Pretty-
before we
let me
get into
put
this,
it
so
way so you
I'll
can
just
see.
finish off the little social media plug thing we're doing. So
Yeah.
if you need to follow the church at Beth Church on social media, lots of cool stuff going on, lots of updates coming out from there, and etc. Sorry, I can't do this. The food's too good.
I know.
The smells, the aromas in the morning together studio this morning
That's
are
right, are
sensational.
distracting. I
That's a
know.
lie. We're dealing with spam and kimchi.
Spam and kimchi.
It's distracting. I get that.
It's a delicious aroma.
It might smell like farts, but it's going to taste better.
Let me just finish off our housekeeping, then we can dive into this. So I just need 2 more seconds, really. If you need any help, you can flick an email through to care@bethlehem.org.nz or give the church a call on 07576 2344.
Yeah.
If you have any prayer requests, you can text them through to us, keyword BBC prayer through to 4040. You can join us online or in person this weekend, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., or 6:30 p.m. For a live in person thing. Or you can join us on all the current platforms we're currently on right now at 9 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. And you can go back and listen to all of the previous episodes that we've done,
Yeah.
all 87 of them, 88 after today.
Crazy.
If you just search Mornings Together on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, you too can join the virtual
There
campfire
it is.
and have
Come
us
on.
bantering away all day long. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter
right
when
on.
you arrive, the fire is always warm, the banter is always
That's
good.
right.
Are we having a bit of an issue with the old audio, boys?
It's all right. It's just the hearing for Lex. You're going to.
You heard the
Yeah,
fire?
you
Right,
did,
Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
right
That's
on.
good. That was the most important
That
part.
is.
He's on my channel, Logan.
You should be able to hear us a little bit. Probably not so much more than.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
we need to be
yeah.
able to hear you with the microphone, though, so
Yeah,
we need you on
Yeah,
that.
there we go.
Too close.
Right up on the lips.
Seasoned veteran.
Yeah, right
there
on.
you go.
That has been disinfected for your pleasure.
It really hasn't. Well, welcome, Lex.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so good to have you in the studio with
On
us
location.
this morning. On location, live in person flavor tip.
Yeah,
It's
right
great.
on.
I love that. The live cross was very, very cool.
I
You know,
know.
he said he was a chef, and I asked him to sprinkle some salt.
I didn't like
he
salt
did,
there,
he did it.
Proved
Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm really, really glad. So what do we got? What do we got here?
Yeah, tell us.
What's it called? Doesn't have a name yet.
Doesn't have a name yet.
Spam a lot.
It might be called the Mornings Together.
Yeah,
Oi.
Right
We're just
on.
gonna cut it in half.
Do it.
Do it.
All of
Do it.
apart.
Rob, do you just want to flick his microphone and close it towards his
Alright.
mouth?
There we go.
I'll hold it right here.
Yeah, there you
So I'll break down what we've got. If we
Yeah.
start from the bottom.
Move this
Let's
up.
cut through. We'll cut through between 2 slices of spam.
2 slices
go.
of
2 slices.
Spam.
2 slices of spam. Now you want it messy, of course.
Of course.
It's got to be
So if
sloppy.
we open this
Look
up-
at that.
Wow.
Oh,
So
here we go.
Rob might have to take it.
You want me to take it up to the camera?
Yeah.
I shall go up close.
Okay, what have we got there, bud?
Meanwhile, I'll cut
Use
this
that
guy.
one. Yeah. Tell us
So-
about it.
Look at that.
So we've mixed mayo with my new favorite hot sauce, Uncle Dunkles, which comes out of Coromandel.
Yeah.
Oh, very
It's
cool.
it's made on a wood fire.
So it's local hot
Local
sauce
to New Zealand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to
I
New
mean-
Zealand.
I mean, we
yeah.
always have to pay respect to Kaitaia Fire because
Yeah.
I think they've
Right on.
It's a
done
Kiwi
amazing things
institution.
for
Yeah.
the New Zealand hot
Yeah.
sauce scene.
Yeah.
But Uncle Dunkel's really good.
Oh, so
And
cool.
Very tasty.
I met the guy last weekend. He was
Yeah.
coming through doing busy guy, lots of markets. Anyways, not an Uncle Dunkel's plug, but it's yum.
Yeah.
That with mayo. Tomato, I feel the tomato has to be there to kick out a bit of the spam.
Yeah.
So spam, if you're not familiar with spam, it's basically. Oh, thank you.
That's right. He saw the look on my face when he said, "I'm doing spam," and I went, "Say what?"
Well, I know that
American.
you talk to anyone from North America, spam's not a good thing unless they're from Hawaii.
Exactly.
Yeah,
where
Hawaii,
they,
exactly.
It's
they
like,
froth over it.
it is
yeah.
mince and cheese. It is steak and cheese pie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's spam,
They
like
love it.
the kind of the Japanese fusion.
Yeah.
And they do this thing,
I
spam
knew my mom
musubi or
was
spam
going.
musubi.
Yeah.
It's spam on
I've heard of
rice wrapped in,
Yeah,
in
okay,
seaweed.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Yeah.
anyway, some spiced meat made in the Great Depression. You know, like
In a can.
In a
in a
can.
can, comes in a can, smells like cat food,
It
looks
does.
like cat food, but once it's grilled or fried, it becomes something that's
Yeah.
actually pretty.
Your mum's telling us a fact.
She says,
What?
"Do you know who are the biggest consumers of spam?" We don't know.
I
Vicky,
say
you can have to tell
Hawaiians.
us.
I would say
We
Hawaiian.
I would say
Yeah,
Hawaiians.
Hawaiians, but we're probably all wrong.
Yeah.
Are we wrong?
Pauline Longley's also saying spam. Are you kidding? No.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It is
Don't
cat
judge.
food.
Don't judge.
We were going to use something else, which I might run over and grab. So
Yeah.
You grabbed it, I would have been down.
So
So-
Pauline's also commenting that spam is good for fish bait.
Ah.
That's expensive bait though.
Yeah,
But if the fish ain't biting,
Yeah.
at least you're good. Yes.
Look at this product placement this morning.
Yeah, I know. Look at
Palm
that.
corned beef.
Palm corned beef.
Canned corned beef.
Take me straight back to school camp.
Yeah.
On toast, let's just say.
That's New Zealand spam.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
New
yeah.
That's
Zealand
New
spam.
Zealand spam.
Or Samoan
That
spam.
that was common amongst my friends growing up.
Yeah.
Fried
one.
with onions.
Oh, yeah. Pusipu.
And then put in a roll, probably with corn chips.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, potato chips.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to have the
Yeah.
crunch.
Yeah.
the texture.
So good.
We've also got kimchi on here.
Kimchi.
kimchi. Look at
and
that.
this is kimchi made by my friend who he just got really into ferments and anything that's kind of good gut microbes, and in my opinion makes the best.
So
Wow.
Rob's gonna
best
have
kimchi.
a
So,
big
yeah.
old
Come on,
bite.
Flavor Rob, get in there.
Have a big old bite.
So
of it.
while Lex is talking, we can have a bite.
Yeah.
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 So you two start, and I can ask Lex our first question. How does that sound?
Well, no,
Yeah, there we
I
go.
want to tell you something first.
Yes.
I had some people come over for dinner. I have a friend who's a musician and was back in the country. Her boyfriend was a producer, and you know, it's one of these 2 degrees separation things. Quite interesting. I had no idea who he was, and we got talking pretty quickly. My youngest daughter's name is Fife, and he's like, Fife Dog, like Tribe Called Quest, Fife Dog. I'm like, yeah. He goes, my brother went to school with Fife, and I'm like, awesome. He's from New York, and so these connections were made, and we started vibing on all this stuff. And then I was making burgers for dinner, and I was making a regular burger, but I also had some spam, and I was keen to make a spam burger. And
Spam.
I say, my bro, can I make you a spam
I
burger?
love it, my bro.
And he goes, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. You know, we didn't have the roughest upbringing,
Yeah.
but it makes me feel poor.
Oh.
You know, like for him, it was like food stamps.
Yeah,
It was like
that's
that's where it
right,
took him. So he
yeah,
said
yeah.
no.
Right
gonna
back,
say
right
that-
back to
That
that.
actually tastes incredible. That's a great breakfast burger.
Okay, take a bite.
Wow,
There
I
you go,
will.
Monica.
Okay.
Don't worry
Come on,
about
Mom.
getting messy this morning. It's all right.
It's that mixture of textures. You can taste the sauce coming through. It's just awesome.
Yeah, give us the Flavor Rob breakdown.
Come down,
Yeah.
Pauline. Pauline
Is it-
Longley.
The,
Come on down.
the spam has got a nice little crunchy texture to it. Yeah, I was watching this come down. See, yeah, come on. Mon's like,
Mercy, eh?
I'm a
She's
believer.
saying it. She's saying, "Oh my gosh," but you know it's going to go off to the side pretty soon.
she's like, I'm getting it all over me, but it tastes good. Yeah. I'm telling you, it tastes
None
great.
for me. I'm a vegetarian, actually.
You've had too much spam recently.
Get amongst it.
All right.
Bite of this.
Let me get into our first question first. Pauline was saying that you can use spam as fish bait, and then you can actually make a fish burger after you've caught some fish with spam. Is that like Inception, like spam inside the fish? There's like a double kind of thing.
Oh,
Like
it tastes
that
good.
turducken.
Turducken.
turducken. There we go.
Turducken.
Get that today.
We need a fork.
Need a fork.
Producer
Just
Logan,
gotta
we
spread
may
it.
need some utensils.
Turducken Just take Bernie's and get a clean.
Yeah, get a clean bite.
I'll run down. and
He's
get
looking
some
at her like,
Nah.
"Don't you touch
Don't
mine."
you touch mine.
It's too firm on the grip. You're like
Yeah.
pressure in the wrong points. You got to
And there's-
pressure in the middle, otherwise you're going to be you're pushing it out.
There's
Yeah.
actually a way to eat burgers, I've been told, and that is as you bite, you've got to suck in.
Yeah.
So all the
Yeah.
juice and everything comes in.
Like a fish.
Like a
Like a
fish.
fish.
Like a
Full
fish.
circle
It's full
conversation.
circle. Yeah,
Here
there
we
you go.
Come on.
Well, I remember it was the same when Burger Fuel Burgers first came out, and yes, you've got the doofer,
Mhm.
but you have to contain that bad
That's
boy.
right. She's dripping
She's
everywhere.
yeah.
A good burger drips, I tell you. It's got to drip.
Yeah.
Do you reckon we can finish off this box of tissues?
Oh,
right.
easy,
Good.
easy. I'm just glad I don't have my big beard anymore because
That'd be there
I
for
would be eating
days.
stuff like this and be going through whole packets of serviettes trying to clean up everything that's going on in the corners of my mouth.
I can smell what I had on Tuesday.
Yeah,
As
kimchi,
long as it's not cream.
cream, yes, cream pie in the
It
face with a big
lasts.
beard.
yeah.
A week and a
Ooh.
half later, still,
You
you're
You
still,
just clean it off instantly.
Yeah.
And you still smell
you'll
it.
still have it, and then it goes bad, and then you still smell it.
You still smell it.
All right, let's get into some questions for Lex while
Yeah,
we eat some
come on,
delicious food
Lex.
as well.
Yeah.
What everyone's been waiting for.
Everybody wants to know.
Everyone wants to know.
Tell us about your family. Who's in your whānau?
I have a wife and 3 kids.
Wow,
Oh,
congrats,
you didn't
Lex.
know that,
No, that's so cool. You got
We
married.
know each other
man.
from 15 years ago, but
Yeah.
didn't know. Now she's like more like, oh, you got married. That's the amazing part. We're like, oh, you got children. She's like, oh, you got married.
That's so
Um,
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I did. I
Thank
got
you, Logan.
married. My wife's name's Holly, and my
Oh,
3
cool.
children. I got a 5-year-old Maggie.
Yeah.
My boy Ted is 3.5, and our little girl is turning 2 in January. She is 5.
Beautiful.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
So we've got a busy, exciting house.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So Lex, how did you get into? Because
Yeah.
I first followed you. Oh, when did you start doing the Burgers by Lex thing? It was like a
Well, I started doing this as inspired to make an Instagram because a guy who I was interested in. Sounds weird.
Just a little.
A business owner of a
You
clothing
were
brand.
following.
Yeah.
He talked about how he's got like 7 Instagram accounts
Oh yeah.
just for all some
Different
of them might
hobbies
have
and
like
things.
nothing,
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
followers, or he follows no one, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna make one because I like making burgers. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do one. And one day I just like started one and just launched all my like back catalog of food photos that I've taken.
Come on.
And then it was fun. Like heaps of people were jonesing on it. It was like pretty exciting. But the whole reason we started was having kids. I'm a sociable person,
Yeah.
and we used to go out a lot to friends' houses for dinner. Have friends come over. Some friends who don't have children, when you have a child, sometimes they disappear.
Yeah.
I've had a friend who I think he actually came and stayed with us the first night we moved into our house. Like, we'd see him every other weekend. He'd come down from Auckland. After we've had a child, I don't know if I've seen him since.
It's like you got
That was
a
the first one.
disease.
That's like over 5 years. Yeah. So it's either that realm or
Yeah.
like you just can't get out because you got a kid or too
Yeah.
busy. So we started making burgers at home basically so we could still hang out with people. So we'd invite different
Nice.
people over every Friday
call.
night,
Good
do the
call.
hospo thing, and I just got to fine tune different recipes and
Yeah.
crafts. That's how we got.
Because the way you make
rolling.
burgers is actually quite unique
Yep.
compared to say like if you say like, I'm gonna make burgers this Friday, you
Yeah.
tend to you go to the supermarket, you buy the
Mhm.
bulk patties,
Yeah.
they're big, they're oval, they taste kind of like cardboard.
Yep.
You and
Good
that's
for frisbees.
but you don't do it like that. So you
Smash patty and
smash
versus-
patties. So help people
Yeah.
understand what a smash patty is.
So a smash patty, you won't form a patty. You just start with a ball or
Pile of meat.
a handful of ground beef.
Mhm.
Ground beef.
Yeah.
Ground
Yeah.
beef.
Ground beef. Yeah.
That's the big
And
thing.
with something heavy and firm, you're squishing it down onto a smoking hot plate. The whole
Nice.
idea with the squish is you're actually trying to make it stick.
Yeah.
Like you want it to kind of burn onto that plate.
Mm.
And then with a good, firm, sharp-edged spatula or something,
Mm.
you're peeling it off.
Scraping it off.
And that way, so like when
Mm.
you eat a steak and it's got that lovely browning,
Yeah.
the fancy term for that's called the Maillard reaction. You're getting a full surface of that, so
Mm.
rather than just little pockets where
Exactly,
it's touching,
yeah.
the whole surface area of the patty
Mm.
is getting that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you're increasing the flavor because that's the nice bits.
It is
like
nice
the
bits.
crispy
Yeah.
bits of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
chicken and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the yummy bits. So now your whole patty's the yummy bit.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, it's and
perfect.
not only does it taste better, if you actually want to make a bunch of them, it's the fastest way to
It
do
Yeah.
is.
it. So take me like less than a minute to cook a patty. You know?
Yeah. So-
Amazing.
So I've seen on the show, like I've made the patties before, and I was doing the big thick boys, and
Yeah.
they're good. They have nothing on smashed beef.
Smashed
So I've
patty.
tried it a couple of times. We've now got a big hot plate barbie out the back.
Yeah.
Smashed it. It's so much better.
Do you
Yeah,
smash
and
do you
quicker.
put like a hot skillet on top? Or how do you just
Sorry,
Yeah.
Mon, I'm stealing
Go
this.
for it,
Hold
go
it
for
down.
Ideally, it is burning onto the bottom. Or
Yeah.
sticking, we're not burning, but it's getting stuck, so it's sticking there. So you don't need any weight.
you
on
don't
top.
need any weight
It's
any
holding
extra
itself
weight.
down.
That hot sauce, hokey fritz.
It's awesome.
That is like, dude,
It's
amazing.
good, eh?
Oh yeah.
It is
Good,
nice.
I
The
can still taste
smoky.
it after. Yeah. What is that?
Mixed with a
I
bit of
want
mayo.
some.
Yeah,
I
really.
want to buy
really
it.
Good. I'll show you the.
So good.
I'll show you the bottles
Yeah,
downstairs. I'll show
really
you.
cool.
Bernie doesn't know what to do with himself. Look at him. He's just
I
like,
know.
I'm not going to
Tasty.
host. I'm just
Yeah.
going to eat.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Rob,
only
you've got the questions there.
Yeah,
You can ask the next one.
You're not allergic to eggs, are you?
Not allergic.
Okay, because I end up putting egg
you
in there.
stuck one in there.
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot. You said
Ah.
you don't eat egg. It's like,
It's
I
worth-
freaked for a second.
It's
my
worth
heart,
eating.
my
the
heart
egg.
has risen. I'm about
It's like,
to kill Bernie.
dude.
That would have made some very exciting episode
Yeah.
content.
Would've,
But no, I'm
yeah.
not allergic. It just kind of makes me. But in this situation, it's snuck in there, and it's
Yeah.
alright.
That's good.
we talking about patties.
good.
The only time
know.
a fat patty works is if there's less stuff binding it together.
Mm.
So more of the juice comes out because
Yeah.
people dump a whole load of stuff in there
They
to try
do
and make it.
breadcrumbs
Which is
and
called a
all
risol.
sorts- Yeah.
Risol.
Yeah, because
Risol.
it feels kind of mushy.
What's this,
Yeah.
Dahl?
Yeah. Risol.
Nice little castle segue there.
That's
castle
right.
segue.
Yeah, no,
but
absolutely.
yeah.
I think the thick patty. I'm not against the thick patty at all.
Mm.
If you do the thick patty, when it's the hero is if you've got a fancy cut of meat turned
Oh.
into the ground beef. So,
Yeah.
That's
you know,
right.
if people are mixing in like a short rib or something like that, something really
lamb.
nice, and you got it. Yeah,
You get
whatever.
that flavor.
Pork.
But it's the good thing about burgers and like doing the smash thing. You can make a lot of them really quickly.
Yeah.
It's actually quite good if you're hosting friends around for a barbecue, like you're saying. You can whip them out real quick, and it's quite affordable. Like
Yeah.
it's cheaper than sausages, depending on the mince
right.
you get. Quicker than sausages.
Yeah.
You're not worried about food poisoning with chicken.
No, that's right.
You know.
And they taste good
They-
over coals.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. You get that smoky flavor as well. We were just over at Susan Wright's on the weekend. And Gaza bashed out like 80 burgers. Like there was 10 of us. What do you now? But anyway, he made these burgers. They're
Yes, Gaz.
fantastic. Come on,
Fantastic.
Gaz. But you know, it's an easy way to entertain a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
It's great.
Mm.
It's
No,
great.
you did what? 35 staff, 40 staff, and you were just pumping them out.
Oh, very yeah. It's very,
yeah, it was
very quick
awesome.
and easy.
Yeah.
Is there any
Very nice.
secrets with your mince the thing that you make your concoction? Because I know for
He
me,
ain't
like,
gonna tell you.
he doesn't have to. I'm just saying because I know for me it's like salt and pepper, of course, egg, corn flour, or gluten-free corn flour to hold it all together, kind of thing. And that's it.
So don't do any of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Lesson
No,
one:
no, like-
forget all you have learned.
So here's the yeah. If you are really new to this, the thing that you do is nothing other than some salt and
Mhm.
pepper if you want.
Dude.
And if you want to do it well, do the salt after.
Yeah,
Mhm.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah, if you salt it in the mix, like say if you poured salt into the mix of beef, it changes it or dry it out.
Mm.
But I just nothing but beef on the grill. I salt it after it's on the grill. You're squishing down. I suppose that the heat then is going to dissolve
Yeah.
the salt to give it flavor on the griddle.
I like it.
Mm.
There you go.
So
like it.
But you
good.
don't need anything. Don't mix in anything.
All right. I like it.
But as far as the beef goes, if you're just doing it from home,
Yep.
like the cheapest mince from the supermarket's the best because you're basically paying. They put a price up on like a nice lean, fat
Premium.
free.
Mhm.
You're
Yep.
basically playing to the health
Yep.
conscious people. You
Yep.
want fat.
Yeah.
Fat's,
We need some juice
Fat
in
Because
is
that.
fat's
flavor.
good.
Fat is flavor.
Yeah, fat is
Fat
good.
is
Preach
flavor,
it.
and it's what allows it to do what it does. If you
Yeah,
have
fat
like a
tastes good.
lean, it's not gonna get that crisp.
that
It's not gonna get
hamburger
the-
flavor.
no.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So the cheapest
good.
mince,
Yeah.
and mix
Cheap
nothing
is
with
good.
it other than some salt.
Benny's making notes.
Yeah,
I
that's,
am.
This is
actually am.
Friday.
that's what mince is called in the States, by the way. Hamburger meat.
Yeah.
Hamburger
Yeah.
meat.
Hamburger
Hey, I thought it was ground beef.
The ground
Yeah,
beef.
Well,
ham-
ground beef or hamburger meat. Can you pick up some hamburger meat? Yeah,
Ground
There's a
beef
whole
is
other
just
discussion we
cows
can have
lying
about the percentage of actual real cow in hamburger meat
That's
in the States, though,
That's right.
which we won't get into this morning. So I've seen you. Of course, you did the lunch here, but I've seen you out and about a few times as well, and it
Yeah.
just looks like there's a great vibe going on all the time. Because
I
you
hope so.
no, but like, what's your favorite thing about that? Because you said you like
Yeah.
hosting people, but when you're out and about in the community, it seems to be just as good a time as you would have at your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely can be.
Yeah.
Like the people that come So for anyone listening that has no idea what we do, so BBL or Burgers by Lex is the name of
So cool.
a business, whatever,
Yeah.
something.
It
something we do.
is.
It's legitimate.
It's
legitimate
totally legit.
business. I'm
Business.
a registered company, but we just do pop-ups. We do kitchen takeovers, but quite regularly each week. So this week on a Friday, we set up our gazebo out the back of Shadelands Lane, downtown Mount Maunganui, which is basically behind the TAB.
Yep.
If
Oh,
perfect.
very
Familiar.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it. Hyde Bar, we're kind of behind that area of Mount Maunganui Road on the Shadelands Lane. And we just set up gazebo and start cooking. People come, got a little portable FPOS, cash, and we're making burgers. And this week we're doing burgers and hot dogs.
So
I've
excited.
kind of
Oh,
been
really cool.
feeling hot dogs. It's
Yeah.
kind of fun.
There we go, people.
That's what we do. And so the people that come are not going to stumble past us, other than a few people walking out of TAB. Everyone else is there because they follow the Instagram.
Yeah,
and
they know.
They coming to get a burger.
That's
and
so cool.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people who are like my mates or like, people
Yeah.
who I know, not necessarily people I'm hanging out with every day, but
Yeah.
so that's vibey.
Brilliant.
It's cool. We play
Brilliant.
music pretty loud, probably too loud sometimes.
That's
I don't
really
realize
cool,
until you
Lex.
can't understand the person outside of the gazebo.
Yeah.
Huh? But they bring, music's important.
Yeah.
Music's
Yeah.
important, the vibe. We just try to have fun and I like it. We just chat with people. And
Yep.
It's very friendly. And
Yep.
we started doing this from my house before I was a legitimate business. it was on the Instagram. We just I wouldn't give away too much. Basically, like, hey, I've got a limited amount of burgers to sell, and that way I could control.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have all these people turn up my house.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to. I think the first time we did
Riding,
it,
give me my burger.
Where is that? First time we did it, I did 12 burgers,
Yeah.
and that was all. I was like, no more than 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
We're cooking on a skillet in
right.
the
Elite
kitchen.
Lex burgers.
Not a great
It's like
business model.
4 years ago. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But that was the beauty. It was all for fun.
Yeah.
And so people turned up, and we started doing this more. We've probably done about 8 of those from our house now. And
So
it's
cool.
So cool. I stopped
that is
one time,
awesome.
and I was like, after I upgraded from the skillet to this other barbecue out the back, and I'm like, I don't know all these people.
Yeah.
One guy was from Manchester.
Oh,
Him
really?
and his wife were here, and
Love
his
it.
girlfriend, and they were traveling, and they found it, and they come through the house, and we would buy a big pile of chips from the takeaway shop,
Mhm.
and that's communal fries,
Grab
we'd
a hand.
we'd split them in a few baskets, sauce some, kimchi on some, or
Yes.
whatever, our special 80K sauce that we make, and put that on some, and just looking at it, I was like, people are having a good time.
Yeah,
That is a good vibe.
I love
So
that
vibey.
you're feeding the locals and your visitors, but also buying chips from the locals.
Yeah.
Wow,
I love it.
Cuban Road takeaways. That are great.
That's
Come on.
right.
What can I
Yeah.
say? There it is.
Well,
That's so cool.
it's a great segue actually because COVID-19 has changed the landscape of
Yeah.
small business and local business.
I have it right now.
That's it.
Oh, you have
I got COVID.
you have COVID right now.
Yeah.
Great, that was great.
That's a good segue.
Can I bite on my burger?
Rob shared that one.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah, it has.
It has really changed the landscape, and so we're seeing this big push towards support local, do local, not only tourism sense, but in terms of even when you're buying clothes or food from. And you're a great example of a small local business.
Yeah.
How can we best be supporting local this summer as we go into it? Because COVID's gonna it's still hitting hard. It's actually the tail end now where it's actually hitting people really hard.
Yep.
And a lot of small local things are drying up. So how do
Yeah.
we support local
Mm.
to keep the good vibes
Yeah.
going and the good burgers coming?
Other than just going out and
Heading
Yeah.
down to the back of
going
the
to
TAB.
places,
just-
Yeah.
come to the back of TAB on a Friday and
Yeah.
support us. I hope we do it. That's
Yeah.
what I hope. I don't know how you guys felt, but lockdown, I
Mm.
kind of enjoyed lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so?
Um, Being at home with the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am a big believer of less is more,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
and a big believer on keeping it local.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about that, but truly like local. Like if I have a weekend where I don't have to get in the car, I'm like, what a good weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I walk to places,
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
I need within proximity, and that's cool if we happen to live close enough to things that we want to do, which is great.
Mm.
But we talked about this so much through lockdown, trying to see what the world's going to be like.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
this
Yeah.
going to be different? And there was an excitement that it could be
Yeah.
different, that
Yeah.
people might start to like rearrange their priorities, see what's really important.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to stick.
Yeah.
That's slightly negative maybe, but after it happened already, I felt myself being like, I
We slide
kinda
into back
business
to
as usual
Yeah.
and back to
Yep.
normal. People are still keen to support, and I think out
That's
of
right.
it, people were so eager to jump in
Mhm.
and get that thing they couldn't have had for a
Yeah.
few months.
Mhm.
And
That's
for
right.
some people, that was McDonald's.
Yeah.
Some people, that was like
Yeah.
that
Well, you heard
the
about the
restaurant
the
down the
midnight
road.
queues outside McDonald's to get in to
The
get their
second
babies the
it
second
was-
opening up again.
They were lining up before midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Yep. I think I read an article just this morning that they say that things in terms of traveling outside of your country won't be back to something close to what it used to be for another year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So get used to it, people. You know,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
some good things in our communities within our country that you can enjoy. I mean, everyone goes, man, I really should look around my own backyard.
Yeah.
Everyone's coming to New Zealand to look at it. We're trying to leave New Zealand.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, we're in a
Yeah, it's an
paradise.
opportunity to explore the gyms in your backyard, like you were saying. Like explore what is local. Find that maybe that cafe or that
And they're
coffee
around.
house that's
Yeah,
right
yeah.
out
try
on the
something
wall.
new. I like to,
Yep.
like on a Tuesday, I like to go to Little Guy Bagels.
Yeah.
Like that's where I
Mm.
have coffee on a Tuesday, and on a Monday, I'll go to like Eddie and Elspeth and do some work. And like
Yep.
you go to different places, and there's some great places.
There
out
really
Oh,
are.
There is.
yeah.
There really is. The market scene's a good one.
Yep.
I like
know.
the market scene because of,
Market's cool.
like myself, I do markets.
Yeah.
But there's a whole bunch of people. It's the upstarts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the people who haven't gone. I'm going to take out a giant loan
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
buy a big storefront.
$200,000 fit out and
Yeah.
stuff like this. It's like
Just threw a bunch of things in the
we've
car
got a
and
food that we like.
Yeah.
For me, burgers. For someone else, dumplings. Whatever. And
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to do this.
'Cause
it's what I
I'm
like
just gonna
doing.
get a gazebo.
Yeah.
And
Get
that's
a
it.
get a
And
grill,
it.
get an
Yeah,
electric grill, and
and
get
let's
things
just
going.
do it.
And there's a cool community going on. Like I see this the interaction between, let's say, you and Palace Burger and Little Guy Bagel and Brew. Like there's this thing where you guys are working together and you're doing the kitchen pop-up, which I think is
So
awesome.
I know. I think
That
that's
is
Yeah.
like it's a new kind of way forward, like food trucks and pop-ups,
Yeah.
and people
People
love
are
that
so
thing.
into it.
Yeah.
Just
totally into
yesterday,
it,
I
yeah.
met with the people at the General,
Mhm.
which is down the mount.
Yeah.
And he did keen. I'm like, it'll be awesome. We'll do
Yeah.
some evenings there because they're a cafe. They don't open in the
I
night.
know they
That's
do
right.
good coffee
and
too.
you can.
Yeah.
it's
And-
true.
and,
Yeah, it's
um,
great.
People are just down for it.
Yeah.
It's like
Love it.
'Cause I think-
that's the community thing. I think people are into. And how do you do it as business owners? It's got to be more than what's going to turn a good
Yeah.
Bitcoin. There has to be
Yeah.
these other things that are community building and
People are
and
looking for a
vibe-bringing.
vibe. Yep.
Yeah, and I
Absolutely.
think you saw it first. There's a huge movement with cafes. Lots of different styles of cafes doing different kind of unique things, and it's almost evolved into this dynamic, different variations of food. Like for a long time, it was just like if you wanted a burger, you went to McDonald's or BK. If you wanted to spend more, you go to Burger Fuel kind of thing. If we're speaking just burgers, per
Yeah.
se. But now there's such a variety, and it's the same with other food areas as well. Dumplings, like Rising Tide doing the Johnny's Dumpling House, and Rice Baby doing Vietnamese food. Like all these places
Oh my
are
gosh, I love
are
rice
bringing
baby.
Yeah.
are bringing
Yeah.
these extra variations of different food groups, and a lot of the time it started from the marketplace.
Yeah.
But it sounds ridiculous. But if there's a crowd, something's going down.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
this is true no matter what part of the world you're in. In India, when I visit there, I go to the place where there's 20 people hanging around waiting for their whatever.
Yeah.
I want some of that. How much is it?
Yeah.
Because there's 20 locals standing around that
The
place.
line for the toilet. Eh?
Yeah.
In line for the
In line
outdoor
for the
urinal.
good toilet.
Oh, okay. I don't have to pay for that. But it's true here. You go to you go to certain parts of the country, and you're like, why is Fergburger so big?
Oh.
Why is this? Why are these things
Wanaka
become
couldn't even
icons?
get in there.
They
The line
started
was
just
so long.
because
Yeah.
people gave it a go, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everyone wants it to go like that, though. Eh?
No.
Like,
No.
I don't want my life to be worse because of it.
It's like indie bands. As soon as they go big, they're like, oh, they're sellouts now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Like
Commercial.
Black Eyed Peas when Fergie came on board.
Yeah,
That's
exactly,
right,
exactly.
yeah.
Real shame.
I love it.
Real shame.
We got a comment here from Don Eklund.
Oh, what up,
Yeah, Don.
Don.
Lex
Let's talk about Don right now.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about Don.
I'll tell you something about Don before
Yeah,
you tell this.
right
Yeah.
on.
What's the comment?
He goes, your burgers are the best. Reminds me of the good old days, made with love. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
right on.
So Don once had a restaurant called Hamburger Heaven.
Did he?
in
He did.
Ponsonby.
In Ponsonby.
What?
And I didn't know this till recently. And Metro Magazine just did this little historic post of legendary Auckland hamburger joints. And they
Oh.
featured Hamburger Heaven on there.
Yeah.
I was like,
Don.
I felt real proud. Like, I know Don.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Don.
Don
Yeah.
Eklund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
That was
Don.
great. So I've been on Don's case trying to say we need to do a Hamburger Heaven pop up where we
Come
we
on.
make
Yeah.
we make one of his burgers as a modern smash burger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right
and
on.
that needs to happen.
Bring back Don.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Don can have his band play next to I'm there,
Wouldn't
Don.
it be
I'll help
amazing?
out.
Don could band.
I'll be
oh,
sous chef.
We're so there. Let's do
Now
it.
that's a market you want to go to.
This
Let me
needs to
play in
happen.
the band.
Has to
I'll
happen,
bang
right.
a tambourine. I don't care.
You go, Monica will bang a tambourine. if
Monica
this
will
happens.
just sit over there and drink Coronas and mojitos, probably.
You know that's
but
true.
It's a good vibe. I'm
I
all
see.
with
Yeah.
that.
Oh, we're
Right
getting
on.
excited here.
Georgia Allison is saying, I like pop-ups and food trucks. They make the best food. Down here, there's a Greek food truck that is parked almost right outside my place, and it's so good.
Oh
wholesome
wow,
Yeah,
I
come
love
on.
it.
Greek food.
Yeah.
food. Greek food.
Souvlaki.
Yeah.
Souvlaki.
Yeah. way
The
to
crazy
go.
thing is, like even Korean food, like the kimchi that's here, no Koreans make it. It's Kiwis and
Yeah.
other people. It's
Yeah.
like, where's the Koreans making this stuff?
So
'Cause-
there's a great 2 spots.
Yep.
Charlie's Barbecue, which is on the
Charlie's.
cruise deck. Hopefully, it's still
On the
open. The
cruise
cruise deck's
Yeah.
not the best for staying open.
Yeah.
But Charlie's Barbecue's real
Okay.
good.
Is that so? That's
That's
Korean
Korean.
barbecue.
Korean,
Yeah, 'cause
Korean
that's really
barbecue,
big. Yeah.
and with every meal, there's just like a help yourself to a plethora of sides. So there'll be daikon kimchi, more of a cabbage kimchi. There'll be all kinds of nice and really not nice things.
Yeah.
Just try it all.
Yeah.
But there's some good things to try there, and also Mudan, which
Mudan.
is on Grey Street, which is
in the city.
yeah,
Yeah.
just down from the
Down.
movies. If you hang a right, is that
Yeah.
Grey Street?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Haven't
Yeah.
been told on it.
Haven't been in the
Yeah.
central tower either.
But no, Mudan's another great place. They do amazing food. They're just the loveliest owners, and you can buy kimchi, house-made kimchi, out of their fridge.
Ooh,
Yeah,
come on.
Wow.
Flavor Rob's excited about
Oh,
that.
Mate, you just
So that's a good segue actually to the next question we had. Is like, so summer is coming.
Mhm.
It's the season of markets and pop-ups and everything like that.
Praise
Times
the
to
Lord.
try new foods. Don't just go to KFC. Don't go to McDonald's. Where should people be going?
oh yeah, good
This
question.
summer.
Good
Okay,
question.
so we've talked about the markets.
Yep.
You go to the
Yes.
markets. Markets are fun.
Yeah.
They
I
really
love the
are.
You got to
markets.
go.
And
try
Mount
stuff.
markets are amazing.
Well, even
yeah.
like Papamoa Domain, we have like
Yep.
you can go there and the market's been great, and you can. There's a plethora of different stores
Yeah.
all doing
many,
everything. So many.
And you just get this and share that with somebody and get something else and a few other plates.
Yeah.
So the Papamoa one, that's dinner in the domain.
Mm.
We're at most of those over summer. They also have obviously Little Big Markets, which is a well-known one.
Yeah.
They're starting a new one this summer, which will be quite exciting. Dinner in the Park, which is Sunday afternoons in Matua.
Oh,
Wow.
come on.
Yeah, so I think over Matua, nice little Sunday afternoon.
Ooh, yeah.
That'll be nice too.
Come
Doing
on.
some of those, and then some other ones. Markets are great. As far as like shouting out, my favorite 2 places.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Chidori, which is
Chidori.
a ramen restaurant
Mhm.
Come
just
on.
by Cash Converters.
Stop it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Off of
Yeah.
Devonport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Okay.
So
Chidori.
good.
Wow.
Chidori.
Okay.
So good. And then also what was just down the road has now moved to just before 16th Ave, between 15th and 16th Ave. And it's 88 Chinese.
Oh, 88
And
Chinese.
when we
yeah.
talk about 88, it's
It's
so
episode
lucky.
88.
Oh,
88
episode
Chinese.
88
88 is a lucky
Chinese.
number.
There it is.
2 8s and together it's the luckiest thing ever.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
that, as far as like a Chinese yum cha
Yeah.
restaurant, is
Fantastic.
there's
Really
some great
good.
stuff.
Wow.
The spicy wonton, and also there's a spicy kelp,
Ooh,
which
spicy kelp.
is so delicious.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta try that.
So those are the two restaurants I recommend
Shout
people
Yeah.
trying
out.
because
There
they
you
don't
go.
get a lot of. They're not known by everyone, but if
Yeah.
you
No.
know,
Yep.
if you know,
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
we know.
If you know a
Now you
local
know.
who knows that local.
We were talking about that with Clint after the show on
Yeah.
Tuesday. It's like when you go to a place, you always want to find out what's the local spot you need to go to if you're
Uh-huh,
visiting a city or.
Yep.
And so he did the same thing. He was in San Francisco, ended up waiting in a line for like an hour to get into this breakfast place, and
Yeah.
was like, "Is this going to be any good?" And it's the best breakfast he's ever had.
Yeah.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing with these places. Like if you don't know, you don't know. And so
Yeah.
it's stuff like this is gold to be able to find out about.
You
these
go to
places.
places because people have something of a family feel about it too. Like there's this tiny little Italian restaurant on Courtney Place in Wellington, and it's literally 40 people maximum can fit in there.
Yeah.
But the guy's yelling from the back. Oh, rasa, rasa."
Yeah.
You come in,
Yeah.
you don't get a choice. You get poured Chianti. You
That's
drink
it.
this,
That's right.
sit down and eat.
Yeah,
Shut
yeah,
up.
yeah.
You know,
That's
like
what you need,
That's
and
right.
I think
Yeah.
embrace that stuff.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Embrace it. I think the more we can be happy with not being in control,
Yeah.
the
Absolutely.
better.
Yeah.
So good.
Sometimes that's and you said you
Experience.
didn't like egg,
And
but
I
you
ate a whole
that,
thing.
Yeah.
And it was
good. So
delicious. I'd eat
so
another
good.
I
3.
know, I
we
can
got to
still
do
taste
those
that
things.
hot
Yeah.
sauce.
We got to
It's
do
so
those things.
yum.
Is-
Yeah.
is branch out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think there's
Love
too many of the same thing.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
far as
Exactly.
restaurants.
Yeah.
Yes, they're different. They
Lots
got
of
a different
copies.
name and the fit out's different, but that's pretty much the same.
Pretty much
Yeah.
the same.
And,
I
and
agree.
and we don't live in a place with a large enough population to do the lineup
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
don't get to see those smaller
Yeah.
places.
Yeah.
You know, we just think, I'll go out somewhere, go to the Strand. And yes, there's great places on there, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But we forget about the Chidori's up the road. That
Yep.
you walk in, there's nothing good about that.
Yeah.
Like mismatched chairs and tables.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, maybe
Yeah.
the vibe's
Warriors,
not even there, but
Yeah.
the food's so good. And then it
There's
comes
Love
in.
there's a
that
place
local
I've heard a
info.
story from Nigel Cottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who runs Crave in Auckland. He said there's a Chinese restaurant in the area that people go to because the waiters are so rude and the place is so hoary. So he walks in and they say, "If you sit down, you do as you're told. You leave now. You pay. You leave. I need more customer." You know, and it's just like
Fair
the
call.
experience.
Oh,
it's
wow.
just like, oh,
There's another
people
level.
just like, yes, I
Yeah.
love it.
That
you know,
is
but
so
oh my
hilarious.
George is asking Rob, where is the Italian place? So you said Courtney Place.
Oh yes, it's called Scagletti's. So
Yeah.
it's on the Hummingbird side. That little block of shops on that side. Go looking.
Yeah.
It's hard to see because there's literally the size of 2 doorways. You walk in and it's just this alleyway of a place. And
Yeah.
a big fat Italian guy at the back cooking on a stove by himself, hollering at his wife.
Yeah.
She's hollering back at him. It's great.
And I can
Get
match
amongst
that in Wellington too, in Cuba Street. There's this hole in the wall Mexican restaurant,
There you go.
authentic, and like they tell you what to eat too. You tortilla soup,
Yeah.
and here's your Corona. It's
Yeah.
like, okay,
All right.
yeah. But there's
Okay.
only room for like 4 people in there, but it's packed.
Yeah.
It's really
so
packed.
good.
I
yeah.
don't know if it's the same one, but the guy, the chef there, looks like that machete guy.
Probably is right hole in the wall, and like room for
Danny, what's his name? Danny Truel.
Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah.
It's
That's
like,
Yes.
oh,
It will
Yeah.
forever be known as machete.
He goes, yeah, my mom sends me the ingredients from Mexico, is what he said. I'm like, right on, bro.
Right on.
Yeah.
And then he did the El Paso ads,
Yeah.
and it just
I
threw him
really
off.
You
did.
did. You
Yeah.
did. You really did. All right. Final thing this morning, because we're gonna wrap up in a little bit. So barbecue season is upon us. You've already
Ooh.
shared your mince tip.
Yeah.
Are there
Yes.
any other? Because people, people should
Cool.
try some stuff at home. Don't
Good call.
just go out and buy stuff. You can actually try stuff at home as well. Just like you said about getting family around for a barbecue. What are some tips?
Now, don't know where to start, but a couple of
Ooh.
things we've done this morning that are doable. Can I grab
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bun?
absolutely.
I like toasting
I'm gonna cut this
buns
up.
with mayonnaise.
Toast
on the
mayonnaise, yeah.
Ooh.
The fat comes
For
out.
the home cook, I think it works because mayonnaise you can spread
Yeah.
so lightly that you're
Mhm.
not going to dent the bun, so you
Yeah.
get the full surface coverage.
Mm.
Mayonnaise makes a real nice browning on any bread.
Mhm.
If you're doing hot dogs, a nice tip is slice off the sides of the buns so you've got basically 2 flat white walls that you can toast. Changes
That's
the
good call.
visual,
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
it look
That's a
like
good call.
something else. Another one, this cheese we
Yes,
did. This
I'm
is
so-
Oh, yeah.
very easy
wait to
but
get
quite
into it.
fun. Is
Yeah.
just get a hot pan, throw grated whatever Colby, Tasty, any of that, and you just watch it bubble like crazy, and basically the oil start to evaporate out of it, and then you lift it off
Scrape it.
with your a little slice of skillet, a spatula or something. And then it dries out and it becomes like this cheese disc.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I can't wait
fun.
to
That's
eat it.
real
That's
fun.
so
Yeah.
cool. That's
There to
awesome.
go.
Yeah.
It's a
Or you
beautiful
can just
texture.
throw something on it.
Yeah.
Like you could throw the burger patty on that cheese
Yeah.
and have this crispy
Yeah.
cheeseburger patty.
Okay, so
Beautiful.
being American with hot dogs,
Oh, yeah.
what do you put on it?
Okay, now, so here's...
Ooh,
Because
here we
that
go.
because it's like a thing.
Is this
It's like a
turning into
specific
double
thing.
episode
It
right
might
now?
turn into
Yeah,
a double
We need
episode
to
right now.
Okay.
talk hot
Hot
dogs.
dogs,
Here's the
come
problem,
on.
and
So
you
'cause
know
I don't
this
eat them in New Zealand
because they're
it's not
rubbish.
it is. So because people go, should we have hot dogs? I went, no. But if I'm in the States, we're all about the hot dog.
Yeah.
So okay, tell me. Yeah.
So, no, I'm not from America.
No,
so-
no, but yeah, but
what
do
I
you do?
know is it's pretty hard to find the actual sausage, the
Yeah.
dog, the frank,
Yeah.
Mm.
that's decent.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing. So that's
Yeah.
the start. As far as condiments, it's so regional, isn't it?
Yeah.
I first got interested by the Chicago style dog, which is
Yeah.
almost more like burger filling,
Yeah.
Yeah.
tomato, pickle, all this stuff.
Yeah.
I like diced onion. If it's simple,
Yeah.
diced onion, diced pickle,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
mustard,
Tons
Oh,
of
yeah,
it.
come on.
Yeah.
and that's good.
A good
Yeah,
mustard.
really good.
I'm messing around with like a queso, like a melted cheese sauce.
Oh yeah.
That
Mm.
kind of
Yeah.
drizzles nicely as
So good,
opposed
So
to
good.
just putting on some cheese and letting it melt. Now get a cheese sauce,
Yeah.
Yeah.
smother it.
The good
Come
news,
on,
Mon, is you can go tomorrow at 12 o'clock over behind Shaden and Shaylin's Lane. You're going to get a hot
Right.
dog.
We
Yeah,
have
try the
just
dog.
got to
Yeah.
do that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Try
that's
the
I got to
dog.
bring
All right.
Peter. My husband.
We'll wrap things up right now, but
That's
Lex,
good.
thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah,
This has
man.
been
So
delicious.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so
right on.
tasty.
I've
So
been
good.
superseded. You need to become Flavor Lex.
Yeah, Flavor Lex, that's right.
So good.
But yeah, if you want to taste more of Lex's creations tomorrow, 12 o'clock till 2 o'clock, or 12 till sold out, we should say. Burgers
Yeah.
and hot dogs. What burgers are you doing tomorrow? Are you doing the?
I haven't made it up yet.
Oh,
I like
very
No,
it.
but what
is
I
it going to be
want-
the mornings together?
You know, for the people that are listening, what I think we're going to be doing, I'm going to do a big pot of like stewed beef, like a chili beef, not spicy. Just chili beef has the wrong connotations with
Mhm.
that spice
Yeah.
thing, and actually doing like smashed patty, cheese, chili beef, cheese, special
Ooh.
sauce.
Oh,
Come on.
come
onions, some
on.
diced-
Sounds like a
diced
sloppy
nice
Joe.
fruit.
Yeah,
it's-
right
it is,
on.
it's the not so sloppy Joe.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. There's a name for it. The
Yeah.
not so sloppy.
Dom's got a tip.
Dom
Oh,
was
come
saying
on, Don.
sauerkraut on a hot dog.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Don't
kimchi.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
Come
All right.
on,
Well,
Dom.
we'll leave it at that today. So you can listen back to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We'll be back on Tuesday morning. Lex, thank you again so much for your time. Follow Burgers by
Thank
Lex
you.
on Instagram.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Go out and get a burger or a hot dog from him tomorrow, 12
Yeah.
o'clock, Shadlands Lane. Just follow the aroma of goodness and you'll find your way there. That and the beats will
And
get a
the
little,
loud music.
the loud music will lead you there. But it's so good. And we will have a wonderful weekend, everybody. We'll catch you next week. Take care and we'll see you all later.
See ya
Catch ya.
later.